Bitcoin Casino Affiliates presents what banks are saying about Bitcoin's blockchain technology. Banks and Bitcoin already work in the same industry, but their coexistence can be questioned. For too long, banks have had no other competition, perhaps because they've been able to suppress every emerging competition effectively in the past. Take eGold, for example. Now they've got Bitcoin to deal with. For the previous 5 years, the banks did their best to discourage its use. Wall Street only recently just recognized the existence and potential of Bitcoin. Even in 2014, we saw how banks were trying to isolate themselves from Bitcoin and its technology. The end of last year, however, brought with it a revolution in our thinking. Position of banks last year. Dutch banks like ING and ABN AMRO announced last year in November that they're experimenting on Bitcoin's blockchain technology. This was to speed up their transactions. The global head of transactions of ING, Mark Buitenhek, said that their experimentation with Bitcoin technology had led to an improved speed in their transactions. He further explained that they're always looking out for the latest technological breakthroughs so they can improve their system even more. The bank has so far evidently only found success as it's begun to integrate Bitcoin tech. This signified a breakthrough. It indicated that the wall between banks and Bitcoin is coming down. However, judging from the statement of the Dutch Central Bank, we can say that it's not going to be a smooth ride after all. The central bank spokesperson said, "We are not in charge of everything banks do, and we're happy to let them experiment with any technology that might innovate their payment services. But Dutch banks won't actually be using Bitcoin themselves in any way." Position of banks this year. This year followed the continued positive trend of last year, and finally the banks seem to be less reluctant than ever in accepting Bitcoin as a valid currency. In May, EBA stated that not only would crypto technology help them to speed up their system, reducing its complexity, but they also found that Bitcoin advancements could help them with legal frameworks, legacy IT, and even existing assets like bonds, stocks, currencies, and so on. Nasdaq went ahead in embracing cryptocurrency by showing its confidence in both Bitcoin and blockchain technology. It announced that it would be using Bitcoin's blockchain with its private market platforms. This has increased the confidence of investors in the cryptographic currency and its shared ledger. Why do banks need Bitcoin? It's simple enough to understand. The system of banks was designed for paper money, checks, bonds, and other material assets. But with the rapid growth of online markets and with the speed of online transactions, the conventional banking system is seriously lagging behind. They're desperate to keep up with the challenges of the 21st century. It's because they understand that if they fail to do so, they will lose it all. Bitcoin's blockchain technology offers them just what they've been looking for, and in the most perfect way. They need faster transactions, the ability to transfer funds, and quickly update their accounts. But then, what is holding them back? The natural market forces. If they promote Bitcoin too heavily, they might end up making it a global currency. And who would want to trade in cash then? Especially when Bitcoin offers low transaction fees, high security, and a ledger that is verified openly by a third party. The general trend and subsequent events in the business world all point towards the success of Bitcoins. If it wasn't probable, why wouldn't the banks start taking it seriously? Why would the investors leave the stock exchange and work for Bitcoin? With so many developments going on, we might see an entirely different scenario next year. What do you think about banks using Bitcoins? Share with us. You were listening to a Bitcoin Casino Affiliate production.